Okay, we are live. Hi, everybody. Joe Rayo from home base in Putnam Valley. Quarter to 6 in the evening on Wednesday, the 8th day of January, 2020. And just a short little weather discussion here. How many of you, raise your hand, how many of you had snow earlier today? A snow shower, maybe even a snow squall. I know the National Weather Service did issue a couple of snow squall warnings for parts of our viewing region. Here at my house at around 10 o'clock this morning, it was snowing pretty good. In fact, for about 1 or 2 minutes, it was snowing to beat the band with snowflakes about the size of nickels and quarters coming down, coated my wooden deck, also coated my driveway, my blacktop driveway, made it white with some light snowfall. But that very quickly went away because the sun broke through shortly thereafter. And with that, the sunshine melted whatever snow did fall. It was interesting. And then the winds, as expected, picked up, and it was a rather gusty and chilly afternoon. I did a stiff walk for about a mile or so, despite the gusty winds. They did have sunshine out there and the cold temperatures. Tomorrow will be cold. It'll be less harsh than it was out there today because the winds will be dropping off considerably during the early part of the day tomorrow to light and variable in the afternoon. And then get ready for a big warming trend. We're talking about temperatures that are going to be record breaking on Saturday and near record setting temperatures on your Sunday. First of all, let's talk about tonight. Night's going to be clear. We're looking for lows by daybreak between 12 and 21 degrees. The 21 will be registered for those of you who are watching along the Sound Shore, for example, near the water's edge, and also for urbanized locations such as Mount Vernon and Yonkers. You'll find temperatures hovering near or right around 20. But those who live in valley sections, those of you who are in the rural localities, especially up where I am, or for example, north of Interstate 84 in portions of Orange County or Dutchess County, for example, or Ulster County, you can find temperatures down near the 12 or 13 degree level by daybreak tomorrow morning. And the winds will be rather gusty, especially early tonight. So much so that chill factors later tonight will probably be in the single digits to near zero. So if you're planning to go out tonight under a brightly moonlit sky, the moon will be full on Friday. So waxing gibbous moon 2 nights before full tonight, lighting up the sky, looking for those temperatures under that clear moonlit starry sky to be cold by all standards. And when you factor that wind in, all the colder. Tomorrow starts off bright and sunny. Beautiful day, blue skies, bright sun. And then, as you will note, during the course of the afternoon, the winds are going to be dropping off significantly. There won't be much wind at all tomorrow afternoon. One thing you will notice about the afternoon will be the clouds coming in. High, thin, lacy cirrus clouds, about 20 to 25,000 feet, which will be increasing, lowering, and thickening up a bit as we move on toward evening tomorrow. Temperatures tomorrow will be, well, down in the 30s. In fact, the normal high temperature at this time of the year should be around 37 degrees, and I'm calling for a high tomorrow of 31 to 38. So we'll be surrounding or coming close to that normal high temperature. And tomorrow will be the last normal day we're going to see for a little while because come Friday, decidedly milder. On Friday, we're going to climb through the 40s to near 50 degrees. Now, Friday, I'm not expecting very much in terms of precipitation. In fact, I'm mentioning just for the heck of it, just a chance that we might see a brief passing light shower in the afternoon. Much, if not all of the day on Friday will be dry. It'll be rather cloudy, but dry. And again, noticeably milder with those temps in the 40s to near 50. Now, I mentioned this just a few moments ago on my YouTube channel, my Facebook channel. We're on YouTube. On my Facebook channel, I mentioned that if you happen to be among those who have a somewhat extensive outdoor holiday or Christmas lighting display that you put up, of course, in advance of the Christmas season. And now it's time, of course, with the Christmas season past us, to take all that stuff down. I got to tell you, there have been many a year in the past where I've had to take that stuff down. You pull Frosty the Snowman and Santa Claus and the reindeer. Believe it or not, we have two reindeer out on the front lawn. One of them bows its head every so often. There's a motor inside that makes it do that. And a sleigh, for goodness sake, as well. Try doing that when the temperature is, well, the way it was out there today. Clouds, sun, gusty winds, temps in the 30s, wind chills in the 20s. By the time you're halfway done, your fingers feel like they're made of wood. Not very, very pleasant. But if I were you, and if you've not yet taken your lights down, the day to do it is going to be Saturday. No question about it. Saturday, we're looking for rather cloud-filled skies, probably a few pokes of sun, but a lot of clouds. Perhaps late in the day, there may be a couple of showers, but you can't beat this. Temperatures on Saturday will be in the 50s to around 60. And the high temperature, the record high for Saturday, I mentioned this on Facebook just a few moments ago, I believe is 57. Yeah, 57 degrees. This is the 11th of January coming up on Saturday. 57 set back in 1975. And as I noted on Facebook, take the big pencil with the big eraser because we're going to be using that on Saturday, I think, to erase that record high of 75, we wish. 57 set back in 1975. That record, I think, is going bye-bye at the Westchester Airport in Harrison. As we say, it's in White Plains, but truly the airport, the facility is in Harrison. Then on Sunday, the record high is 63. That was set just a few years ago in 2017. I don't think we're going to hit the record on Sunday. We're going to come awfully close. 50s to around 60 on Sunday. And the only chance of any significant rain or shower activity I can foresee in the coming days ahead will be Saturday night into the first half of Sunday as a sharp cold front moves in and through our area. Showery rains, maybe a spurt of heavy rain, perhaps, maybe even on Sunday, a rumble or two of thunder in the morning or a flash of lightning. That's not totally out of the question. Sunday afternoon, I think the skies will clear. The sun will come out. And temperatures on Sunday, again, with a gusty breeze, climbing through the 50s to near 60. Funny thing is, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, a dramatic or noticeable drop in the temperature back to the mid and low 40s. But what did I just say a few moments ago? The normal high temperature at this time of the year is around 37, 38 degrees. So look at this. Even though we're going to drop noticeably or significantly on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday into the low and mid 40s, and you might say to yourself, oh, what a drop, what a chill down that we have compared to Saturday and Sunday. I mean, Saturday and Sunday, especially Saturday, you're going to be spoiled by what we're going to be seeing here in terms of temperature. We drop back to the low to mid 40s. That's still, in spite of the big drop, that's still ahead of the ball game temperature-wise, still above normal temperature-wise for the early to middle part of January for this time of the year. So in spite of that drop-off, we're looking for a continuation of unusually mild temperatures into the early part of next week, with the peak or pinnacle coming probably Saturday into perhaps Sunday as well. And again, Saturday night and early Sunday, that's when we'll see some significant precip in the form, sorry, snow lovers, in the form of showery rains. Let's quickly look and see who we have here on the board here this evening. By the way, 7 o'clock tonight, I'll be joining Joe Chiappi on his YouTube channel. We'll be doing another Joe and Joe show tonight. Danny Nankumar, how you doing, Danny? To you, Jason Barry, Robin Buglis, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Hi again, Timothy. Tim Veltman, who was just with me a few minutes ago on Facebook. Jason Barry saying hi to Tim. And let's see, Dennis Cassia, he was with me a little while ago on Facebook. Timothy Veltman, he says, I must correct myself. 62 is forecast for Sunday. Saturday is forecasted for 60s. That's interesting, Timothy. I guess it's the National Weather Service forecast for a 62-degree day on Sunday. And like I said, here in our neck of the woods, the lower Hudson Valley, Putnam County, Westchester, I think the warmer of the two weekend days is going to be Saturday with a temperature of around 60, and maybe a degree less than that on Sunday, or tying for that at 60 degrees. But the records that are attainable, the 57, I think, will be broken on Saturday. Sunday, the record at Westchester Airport of 63, that might just be out of reach. But nonetheless, no matter which way you slice it or dice it, it is going to be balmy weather. And I like what Dennis Cassia says. Dennis says, Joe, stay off the ladder. I have one of the, and how many people out there have this? I have what is referred to as the little giant ladder. This thing, this contraption opens up to like, after you pull out the ladder rungs or whatever, this can go out to something like 20 feet high. And this is what I have to go through every year to take the lights down near the peak of my house. I have to use the little giant ladder, and moi is always the one to go up there, not my wife, not my son. I'm the one who goes up on this contraption, and I'll be going up there on Saturday. Say a prayer, if you will, for me, Dennis. I've always had good luck with that, and we'll be going on up to take those lights down on Saturday. Saturday is the day, folks. If you have a significant lighting display, I would do it then, as opposed to any other day, because and you may get a little wet late Saturday with some showers, but I think the first half or first 3/4 of Saturday will be pretty much dry and mild and balmy. It'll be reminding many of you, I'm sure, of it. Let me just check here quickly. Let's see. So I'm calling for a high of 60 on Saturday, and what does that match up to? Okay, 60 degrees is perfectly normal for the 18th of April. The 18th of April, or if you will, the 20th of October. So it's going to seem like a late April or late October day on Saturday with that temperature, again, right up there within a few degrees of 60. What else do we have? Or who else do we have here? Well, we see Dennis and Jason and Tim are having a little discussion amongst themselves. Jeffrey Mara, hey there, y'all. How you doing to you, Jeffrey? And anyway, we pretty much that's it as far as the weather discussion is concerned. Again, tell your friends about Joe Rayo Weather. I know that it's taking me longer than I'd like, but I will be making some improvements, getting an OBS studio program in here. Believe it or not, Mr. Chiaffi said he would come up this way to help me out to do this so that we could put on some weather graphics as well. In the interim, though, I'm so happy that all of you are staying with me because it's just you and me just discussing the weather in this type of a format, and it works and has worked pretty well. And I appreciate all of you tuning in, either on YouTube or my Facebook page. Since I'm not at the moment on regular television anymore, this is a nice informal way of getting together with all of you to discuss weather and other things as well. I mentioned at the end of my Facebook discussion, any of you see last night the Jeopardy championship round, the three greatest Jeopardy players in history playing against each other. The second round, or the second half of the show, the final Jeopardy answer was astronomers. And it was very funny. Just moments before the 30-second bridge or 30-second music began, the question was revealed about a famous astronomer who passed away and whose remains are now on the moon. He was cremated and they sent his remains to be on the moon. Who was that? Just seconds before the music began, my phone rang, and it was my sister who knows that I'm an assiduous amateur astronomer, knows that I knew the answer to that. I said it was Shoemaker, Gene Shoemaker, or Eugene Shoemaker. Alex Trebek, if you're watching right now, it's not Schumacher. That's how you pronounced it. It's Shoemaker. And I ought to know because about 20 years ago, I had a very nice chat and spent some time with Gene's wife, Carolyn Shoemaker. So it was not Schumacher, it's Shoemaker. And anyway, I told my sister, he said, thank you, hung up, and then they revealed the answer to be Shoemaker. We'll see how that trio does tonight. Ken Jennings, who is the leader with 73 consecutive Jeopardy rounds that he won. He won last night, and we'll see who wins tonight. I'll be anxious to. I'm really enjoying watching that show. We'll see who comes out ahead in tonight's Jeopardy round. Anybody else online here? I don't think so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to. Jason Berry says, "Looks like you have a seat waiting for Mr. Chiaffi." Okay, well, Tim Belton says I could talk weather and statistics all day. I believe it, Tim, and we'll look for you tonight at 7:00 when I join Joe Chiaffi on his YouTube channel for another round of the Joe and Joe Show. Thank you very much for all of you tuning in here on YouTube. And we'll be back with you tomorrow. I'll post a time when I will be coming on so that all of you will be prepared for this. This is kind of just a spur of the moment thing tonight, but we're up at 6 o'clock here, and I think we'll close it down and have a little dinner, and we'll be back at 7 o'clock with Mr. Chiaffi. Have a good one, everybody.